So I didn't really mention this much in the first in-person video I did because I just didn't want to be that guy that makes a big deal out of the face reveal. But I wanted to talk today about like why I did it or what the reasons are for taking action, right, in your own life. So the context is that I have been making Minecraft videos for a good while, between two different channels, about a year and a half worth of content, and I just really felt discontented, right? I felt like I was reaching the end of my passion with that format, and I needed to change something. I needed to change my direction in life, not only for the sake of my own interest, but I also just felt like I was limiting my financial ability to do YouTube full time. I felt like I was hitting a ceiling, so to speak. And so I started looking at what else I could do. What other formats could I explore? And I always felt like me talking about some topic that was interesting or that I was passionate about, that always spoke to me. And it's always been the type of video that has done well on my channel. And so I thought maybe I should just do my talking videos, but in real life, because I can't fully communicate what I want to do in a Minecraft video. And so I thought, well, maybe there's some potential to that, but I don't know. I mean, it's a risk. Risks are scary, and I don't know. But it kept, sitting in the back of my mind, that little voice saying, you want to. You want to do something different. You want to mix up your day-to-day schedule, right? Because, I also want to be more in nature. And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, probably. Maybe I should do that. And eventually I start thinking, well, I just got to figure something out. I got to try something. So I start researching camera equipment, right? And I don't know anything about cameras. I don't know the first thing about how to operate a camera or what all these little numbers and letters stand for. But, like anything I had done previously in life, I just figured it out on my own. So I go on YouTube and I just start researching what camera should I buy or what's the best camera for outdoor filming or something. And it's so overwhelming. I mean, there's wedding photographers who need like a lightweight handheld camera. And then there's time-lapse people that need like a really smooth tripod swivel and all that, right? And I'm like, I don't need any of that. I just need a camera that is static, a good lens, sits on a tripod, and it's just still. And so eventually I find like 8 or 9 different items that I would need to make this happen. And eventually I find them all, right? And so there I am with my Amazon cart with like $2,700 worth of stuff looking at me. And I'm like, shit, that's a lot of money, like this is a genuine risk that could blow up in my face. And to be clear, it still could. I mean, this is only like my 5th or 6th video that I've done in real life. But in my heart, I was like, I feel like this is just the leap of faith that I need to take. I need to take control of my environment, stop being blown around like a tumbleweed in the wind, and just do it. So I bought it, obviously, since I'm sitting here. And then about a week goes by, everything comes, and I assemble the camera, and now I'm like, well, shoot, now I actually have to like do something with this camera. I can't just spend all that money and then not actually go through with my plan. So I start researching areas where I could go, because I don't live in a particularly scenic area, right? And I eventually find this river spot with a nice little rock to sit on, and the rest is history. And so what I've learned from that, and what lesson you might be able to get from that, is stop being blown around by the winds of life and letting your environment dictate your situation, right? And I always want to acknowledge the other side of the argument, because there are definitely some people that are just screwed, man. They have no ability to do the things that they want to. Maybe they, like maybe the Indonesian rice farmer that has no internet access. Like, some people just don't have anything, and it's really unfortunate that, you kind of just get lucky or unlucky with where you're born in life. But if you're watching this video, then you've got internet, right? And I think most of us have more ability than we think we do. We have more options at our disposal. And there are going to be risks you'll take, like I said, I bought this camera with my own money, and it's a lot of money, but I just have faith that I'm going to figure it out, that this will be the next evolution in my life, because I just don't want to be the same person forever. And I think you probably don't either. I think everyone has this itch of like, I've always wanted to play guitar. I've always wanted to start working out. I've always wanted to do something. And the longer you sit on that and the longer you dwell, the easier it is for that to slip away. And, it would have been really easy for me to look at my Amazon cart and be like, nah, I don't think so. I think this is too much of a risk. I think that it's just not going to be for me. But, I said, no, I've got to do it. I've got to do something. Because what's the alternative? If I don't do something, or if you don't do the thing that you want to do, maybe you have a job that you hate, and it's really scary to switch jobs. If you don't do anything, then you're stuck with your reality. You're stuck with whatever you're unhappy with. And for me, that would probably look like me letting my YouTube channel wither away, because this is my ultimate dream, to do this as a job. But if I kept the course, if I kept going with what was making me unhappy, I probably would have run out of steam and just quit. And I looked at my life and I said, I need to stop being a tumbleweed. I need to do something. Just do something. I'm not an expert on your life. It's so easy for guys to come up here and give like 5 tips on how to be successful and how to change your life. And there might be some merit to that, but come on, man. You know your life better than anyone else. And I know that for me, there was only one possible route, and that's to evolve my dream, evolve YouTube in some way. So don't look at what other people are doing and think that's what you have to do. Think about what you want to do and what you can do to change your life. Because I don't want people to be reckless. When I was looking at cameras, I was like, maybe this $6,000 camera would be good. And, you kind of have to reel in your expectations a bit. But think about the tangible, actionable things that you can change in your life, and you might surprise yourself of what you can do. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.